What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. What's happening, everybody, man? We trapping on a Sunday, you understand? What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man. Let's get this thing jumping. Shout out to Jameson Taylor. Shout out to Swain in the trap with me, man. What's happening? Shout out to Elbert Berkeley in the building. Michael Lockhart. What's happening? What's happening? Good morning to everybody, man. I'm feeling good on this Sunday, man. We finna crank this thing up. Let's get it. Let's get this trap round the corner, man. You already know we trapping on a Sunday. We trapping in our church clothes and everything. You understand? That's how we get down. Yeah, the trap don't close, man. You know, most traps are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you know. Open like a 7-Eleven, you understand me? Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's go. Shout out to Joe Tranchana over there on Facebook. Let's get it, man. I appreciate everybody rocking, man. Let's go. Give me a one if everything sounds nice. I believe I got everything sounding great. So let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We finna load this thing on up, man. Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know what we finna make these haters do, man. You already knew that. We finna make them haters hate. You know how they do, man. They hate us cause they ain't us. They know who we are, and they wish they was us. So let's get it, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's make these haters hate real quick, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's get it. Yeah.
I can't see a thing.
Shout out
All this
to everybody
money in my
rocking with
face.
me, man. Let's
I
go.
just blew a bag,
Shout
ran
out
it
to
back the
James
same day. Hey,
Shout
ain't no
out to
looking back.
Truth, MD,
Came a long
rocking
way.
with me.
Hey, I know
Let's
that
get
they
it, man.
mad, but
Let's
just
get
let
this
them
trap
hate.
round the corner, man.
That what make them hate.
We
That what
trapping
make
on
them hate.
Sunday.
Hey,
Y'all
we just
understand?
get K and they
Go.
just in the way. Hey, that what make them
Let's
hate.
get it.
That what
Bruce
make
got the
them
toss
hate.
exclusive.
Hey, cause we just
Man,
get
let's
K
go.
and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't
Shout out to
even on the team,
Cowboys
you just a
fan
ball
95.
boy.
Let's get it.
Used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. Bitch, I probably average your career.
Let's go.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill.
How y'all feeling on this Sunday?
Band, we hollin' a deal.
Let's get it.
Long little CEO,
Shout out to Peter
CIP
Rizzo
the
in the
dollar.
building. What's happening?
Took my brother, that made me go harder.
I see your
That turned me
Facebook
to a
over there. What's
monster.
happening?
I'm focused on the comma.
Let's get it.
I'ma run up them comma for the summer, run up them numbers.
Yeah.
I know that they hate the way a ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing. All this money in my face.
Shout out to everybody rocking with me this Sunday morning. Let's get it.
Ain't no looking back.
Yeah.
We came a long way.
Y'all know how we get down, man. Let's
Just
get
let
it.
them hate. That what make
that
them
like
hate.
and
That
share
what make
for the
them hate.
squad. It will not
And we
charge
just
a
get
card.
K
Let's
and they
go.
just in the way. That what make them hate. That what make them hate. Cause we just get K and they just in the way.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Y'all already know who I is. I go by Landlord from Alabama, you know. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Y'all know where we at. Y'all know where you at, man. I ain't have to tell you where you was. You already know it. You know what I'm saying? I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, a.k.a.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
You already know what it is, man. How y'all doing today on this Sunday morning? You understand? We trapping on a Sunday. Unfortunately. And I know y'all been hearing this foolishness that y'all general manager, a.k.a. Mr. Gerald Wayne Jones, been saying, man. He been saying a lot of craziness, man. We understand he been saying a lot of craziness. Shout out to Brian Kite. Shout out to Jeffrey Smith over here rocking with me, man. What's happening? What's happening? But he been saying a lot of craziness, man, unfortunately. And now they talking about it, they having a struggle to sign Mr. Donovan Wilson. And if you been rocking with me, y'all can't lie. I said exactly this. I said, man, the Jones are probably going to try to play us when it comes to Mr. Donovan Wilson, man. I said the same thing. And, man, Dono has been exceptional for us, y'all. Like, if they don't understand what his value is, I know we don't value the safety position like we should, you know what I'm saying? We've been all lackluster at safety for about 20 years up until lately, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be that hard for us to understand what his value is. Now, think about this. You know Dan Quinn loves to run the 3 safety look. Now, you just swayed and, you know what I'm saying, tricked Mr. Dan Quinn to come back. You better be giving the man what he need to operate. That's all I'm saying. He likes the big nickel. That's what he like to run. And one of the most pivotal people in that lineup, in that formation, in that package, is Donovan Wilson. Without a shadow of a doubt. I told you, I would challenge anybody to a digital duel. If you can find, let's say, 2 players on this football team who make more plays than Donovan Wilson last year, I bet you can't do it. You cannot do it. Not on this defense. You will not be finding another 2 players, more than 2 players that make more plays than Donovan Wilson. Shout out to Chris Lofton. Shout out to Ultra Cowboy. I was about to say Ultra Cowboy Christian, but you changed your name. That ain't your name no more, you know. You must gotta have multiple IDs when you come up in the trap, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to keep the same alias, you know what I'm saying? You keep switching it up. You must be real nefarious, huh? You must be plenty nefarious, you know what I'm saying? But Craig Lofton said Curse may be the only one. What you mean, the only one that stays? Because, man, if Donovan Wilson is not signed, bro, we are tripping. And like I said, we never really dedicated no real capital to a safety. We never did many things when it came to a safety, man. It's craziness. Shout out to Michael Lockhart with the first super chat of the day. I appreciate you. He says, congratulations on the youngster on his championship on yesterday, and a holler to the chat. I appreciate you, sir. Real talk. We appreciate your effort, sir. You know, y'all keep me doing this, man. All y'all donations are very, very much so appreciated, and it helps me keep on doing it. It helps me get motivated, too, just to come up here every single day and try to give y'all some good content. But yeah, man, that was a great experience for my junior. He won the championship yesterday, man. That team got better and better throughout the year, man. It was just a great experience for him to experience being a champion, winning a trophy, being on top of the totem pole. You know, shout out to them. Shout out to Park West. You know what I'm saying? Youth basketball organization. So, yeah, man, I appreciate that, Michael Lockhart. But look, the Cowboys been neglecting the safety position forever. It really makes you sad. Think about it. When the last premium safety we ever drafted? We already went over. We know we don't do nothing in free agency. So I don't even want to think about a free agent safety. You know what I'm saying? There's never been such a thing in Dallas, so we don't even have to put ourselves through that type of misery. Craig Lofton says, Roy Williams, man, look how long ago that was, y'all. Look how long ago that was, man. Man, they ain't even have stash spots back when Roy Williams was on the Cowboys. Good grief. They ain't even have to hide nothing. They ain't even have to be nefarious yet. Shout out to Ultra Cowboy Christian. He said Jamil Gibbs might be the pick at 26. I don't see them drafting a running back. It should be somebody along them lines. I want a weapon. You know what I'm saying? That's another subject, but I want a weapon when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Jerry Smith, you can't even remember. You know what I'm saying? It probably was black and white film back then. It was black and white film back then. Shout out to D-Block 88. He said, we ain't drafting no safety. You right, and that's a problem. So why won't we just go ahead and take care of our guy? Right? That makes more sense. That's the easiest thing to do. You know what they love to say. We like our guys. We like our guys. We like our guys. They say this on a broken record all the time, every day. So, if you really like your guys, let them know it then. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all, The same situation with Trayvon Diggs. If they want to try to play hardball with Trayvon Diggs, bro, these players are watching. You know, y'all know Trayvon Diggs ain't no big talkative guy. He don't really say much. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stay to himself. So if you know that, guess who one of the only people that Trayvon Diggs be with? One of the only people you will see Trayvon Diggs with is Micah Parsons. So you know Micah is watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? That boy is watching. And you best believe his team is taking notes. So they gonna know how to prepare when it comes to doing deals with the Joneses, man. So they need to get their act together. Cause look, we at a disadvantage. When it comes to free agents and everything, man, it make us feel like we in a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't have to go through all that when it comes to making our team better. You know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't have to deal with all that stuff, man. But I got a little video I wanted to show, and it got Darius Slay talking about CeeDee Lamb. I thought this was just interesting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people try to kind of slick shot CeeDee and try to say he's a slot, like that's a bad thing. After we just basically seen Cooper Kupp just dominated the whole league as a slot almost the year before last. Appreciate that, Coach Ma. What's happening with you, sir? We trapping on the same. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. But then Cooper Kupp was operating mostly in the slot the year before last, and he was the triple crown winner. He dominated every wide receiver stat there was. But everybody talking about, CD's a slot. Like, that's an insult. Man, if this man dominate, I don't care where he coming from. You know what I'm saying? And when he matched up with the big dog, he still ate. But let's see what see if we can pull up what you call him said. Let me see. Hold on. I ain't gonna do it like that. Let me see. I gotta figure out how I wanna do it. Okay. Boom. Then. Boom.
5 receiver that I played against this year. And I'm gonna start from number 5. He's a rookie, man, from the Saints, Chris Olave. Real good, man. He got a bright future, man. That's my boy at number 5. And I got at number 4, my boy Deontay Johnson, man, from Pittsburgh. That boy is a dog. He's a real quiet assassin, man. He reminds me a lot like AB, man, a great vertical guy. At number 3, Philly fans, please don't be mad at me. CeeDee Lamb is at my number 3, and he would be at my number 2 if he was at an X. But he mostly played the slot most of the time. And who I got at
Look at this foolishness. He usually play the slot most of the time. So you saying you didn't match up with him because we got footage of you getting cooked by him. You know what I'm saying? So quit playing with CeeDee like he ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Terry McLaurin number 2. And then I think he got, who he had number 1? You know what I'm saying? Quit playing with CeeDee, bro. You know what I'm saying? He talking about something he would be number 2 if, you know what I'm saying? Quit playing with CeeDee, bro. Like,
number
he
2,
cook you.
I got a lot of respect for him. Dude plays hard every play, man. Scary Terry, man. I know we in the division, but we're going to keep competing, man. But I'm going to see you this year coming up. And at number 1, y'all all know who at number 1. Arguably the best receiver in the game. I got him still at one of the top. Him and Devontae Adams at 1 and 2. He going to be number 1 coming soon. It ain't going to be too much longer. But that boy Jet, that boy is a truth. He is at my number 1 offensive player of the year. Gotta give it to him, man. Straight dog.
All right, shut up, guy, because you playing on my boy Top, man. You need to quit playing with CeeDee. Talking about, he was in the slot. See, I don't like them little, you know what I'm saying? He would be my number 2, but he was in the slots. Trying to say, like, he didn't play with him or he didn't play against him enough to give him his proper props. That's just goofiness, man. We don't play that in the trap. Trap. And then, like I said, Justin Jefferson went crazy this year. But, hey, the guy that y'all ready to trade shut him down 2 years in a row, man. Like, that's the type of stuff I be tripping off of. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talking about kicking Trayvon off a bridge. What was your Justin Jefferson problem while you had Mr. Trayvon Diggs, sir? What was that problem? You didn't have one. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have one. See, that's what they say. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. And we've been sitting up here privileged with a dominant receiver, And you know what I'm saying? I mean, with a dominant DB, and we don't even have to worry about a whole side of the field. But y'all mad because because of Steph Curry will not make rebounds. Y'all want to get rid of him. And not that he never rebound, he just missed a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's craziness. Coach Miles says, listen, I'm okay on holding on Wilson right now. We got others to work on first, and I think Wilson can be replaced if needed. Good player. The market is full. Be there later. He'll be there later. I ain't gonna lie, Coach. You right. I know people might feel like they can replace him, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't gonna get many safeties signing up to play the way Donovan Wilson play. Safeties ain't signing up like that, Coach. Real talk. Safeties ain't trying to be putting their nose in the box that much. Like, Donovan Wilson was a pseudo linebacker too. He wasn't just a safety. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Wilson was doing the dirty work. Most players, Coach, you know they don't make them like they used to, Coach. Come on now. You know they don't make them like they used to, Coach. So, like, you know, we used to put our head down like a couple of generations before me. We played dirty. We didn't care about it. We was reckless. These young dudes ain't trying to play like that. So when you find you one that play with that recklessness like that, you got to keep him, Coach. And then he filled too many boxes for you. Like, he's not just a safety. Now, maybe you'll have to really go get a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to go get a linebacker to replace Dono. Now we talking. Now, maybe you can go get Bobby Wagner, and you might not need to run so much big nickel. So that's a way to think about it. But Dono is a real staple on this football team. I feel like he kind of embodied what this team is. And I feel like it's three players that do that. I feel like it's Micah for sure. I feel like Tank, one of those emotional leaders, J-Run, and Dono. I feel like them guys kind of made this defense what it was. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll be a mistake if we let a guy like that go. Because like I said, Coach, you right. But the other players, they looking at this. They watching the way we behave. Like, what would be the reason why you would not sign Donovan Wilson? He one of your people. He played excellent football. He probably should have been a Pro Bowler. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't many reasons why not to sign him. The safety market ain't that bad. You know, he ain't gonna get no more than about $9-10 million. Like, he ain't gonna want that much money. And then you can push that down the line. So it's not many reasons why you shouldn't sign him. It's way more reasons why you should, though. Like, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. These just my thoughts. These just my thoughts. Somebody let me know what y'all feeling. Because I just feel like it's way more reasons why we should sign him. Coach says, listen, Kurtz was a free agent last year and had a great year, but the market was slow on him, so Wilson can be signed later. Oh, you saying you can sign him later? Well, you ain't saying just screw him. You just saying sign him later. Okay. HTM says send the link. Oh, you trying to? Well, you know I can't. I don't know if I can turn you on, HTM. I don't know if I can put your channel on. So let me know if you talking like that. I don't know if I can put your channel on while I'm live. But I would send you this link, though. No problem. Starter Kid Duke says, Dono is our big hitter, a.k.a. the man. He sets the tone, man. Absolutely, bro. Like, I like Donovan Wilson just a player, period. Like, I feel like he's just like that, y'all. And like I said, we did a survey the other day, Coach, like maybe about last week. Maybe last week and a half ago, when I was like, Coach, name the big hitters we done had come through Dallas. Cause Dono one of them. It's a big gap in between the times. Like the ones I came up with was Donovan Wilson. Before him, probably J.J. Wilcox and Roy Williams and stuff like that. It ain't many dudes who hitting like that. And Coach, I know you old school, so you understand that intimidation type factor that you need on the defense. I'm a wide receiver. When I was young, bro, in the 9th grade, think about it. That was a disadvantage in the 9th grade. That was a disadvantage. Think about this. Think about the size differential from a 9th grade wide receiver and a senior linebacker. Man, them boy were taking my head out going across that middle. You had to be tough. So that was always in the back of a wide receiver's mind. Like, if you go across that middle, back in the day, we was afraid because, hey, they was giving people concussions left and right back then. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll send it to you, here. But, yeah, man, like, think about that, Coach. You need that intimidation factor. We know that they gonna cut off a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? They already done softened the game up a whole lot. So it's still it's to a smaller degree these days. But I still want that intimidation factor. I still want people to think twice when they going across the middle. Like, oh, I don't know if I want to catch that. You know what I'm saying? Coach said, and it's time to get the Florida A&M kid on the field. Florida. Oh, you talking about Marquise Bell? That's who you talking about, Coach? I believe you talking about Marquise Bell. He went to Florida A&M. Yeah, that's Marquise Bell. I wouldn't mind putting Marquise in there. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind putting Marquise Bell in there, but that is an unproven guy, Coach. Like, that's an unknown right there. That's an unknown. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see how that work out. But I would love to keep Dono, though. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Dono is a big part of what we do, Coach. And I feel like we should value that. We shouldn't be like the Joneses and, you know what I'm saying, just shoot that away, because especially a emotional leader and somebody who does the dirty work, that's taking a lot from your team, Coach, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel about it, you know. This all for discussion, you know. I just be putting my ideas out there, that's all. You know what I'm saying? I just be putting my ideas out there. Y'all give me a second while I try to send HTM this link real quick. You know, I just try to put my ideas out there, man. Like I said, I don't have to be right or wrong. I'm just, you know, expressing myself. Brian Kite, what you said? Let me see. Ultra Cowboy said Donovan Wilson re-signing will come down to what DQ thinks where Marquise Bell is at. Yeah. Or a lot of people just assigning Izzy to the slot corner now. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Like, I guess they just like, hey, we only doing that now. You know what I'm saying? Izzy was a safety. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. Hold on, let me see. Bam. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm trying to work on the fly. You know, building this plane wise in the air. Shout out to Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? But it won't take long at all. Let me see. Copy link. This technology thingamajig, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm an old man. I'm a young old man. That's what I am. Unfortunately. Okay. Damn. Hold on. Did I? Nah, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Copy link. Jerk. Bam. Damn, you should be good now here. But sounds like Dono is out. That's what it sounded like. Yo, Peter Rizzo, you know, it's challenging for me, man. You know what I mean? No, I'm not the best at this. You know, I'm still warming up. Shout out to Big Bud Cowboys for life in the building, man. What's happening? Hold on here. Bam. Give me 1 second here. All right. Bam. All right, let's run it like this. Bam. We in here. What's happening with your hand in the bed? Them hands just bust through the trap, though. Yeah. man
man.
just been bust through the back door. See, this is why you gotta keep that back door locked, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boy, I saw you trapping on a Sunday, man. I needed a bow.
Yes, sir. He said you need some of them things. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening, man. What you was talking about on your show? What you got going on?
Man, I would talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I said that the Dallas Cowboys do not address our roster needs in free agency, they would have failed as a front office.
Yeah.
That was what I was preaching on this fine morning. I had to give a sermon real quick.
Yeah, I feel like the same way, man. And one of the biggest ones is this Donovan Wilson situation and this linebacker situation. The other guy was LVE, you know what I'm saying? The other guy who they saying they are getting no progress from, they are getting no traction from is LVE. So how you feeling about that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I actually said the position of need that people aren't really talking about that's going to be big is cornerback 2.
Do me one favor, Hen.
What's up?
If you turn your game down, a lot of that noise will be eliminated.
What game?
Right here, the top button. I believe that's the top button on your mic.
You said my game.
Yeah, turn that game down a little bit. It's on the top button. The top button, turn it down. I turn mine all the way down. So
what about now?
You great. You perfect, sir.
Trap.
That game be messing you up, sir. Yeah. But go ahead.
But nah, I was saying cornerback 2 because Anthony Brown, right, regardless of what people think about him, like he was pretty solid for most of his career. But, the Dallas Cowboys probably can't even bring him back. He ruptured his Achilles. That's not an injury that you easily recover from. Even if he comes back, there's no guarantee he's going to be a starting caliber wide receiver out the gate. Cornerback out the gate. And then when you look at the actual cornerback 2 position, there were 7 cornerbacks that played snaps to that position last year for us.
Yeah.
Right. You go down the list. Anthony Brown ruptured his Achilles, and he's a free agent. Nashawn Wright got towed up in the Tennessee game by a guy who had never started in the NFL before. Right, he gave up damn near 100 yards. He gave up damn near 100 yards that game.
Yeah.
You look at Boss Man Fat. He gave up 2 touchdowns in a quarter.
Good.
In a game we needed to win.
Good grief. Yeah.
Xavier Rhodes is as old as Methuselah. Trayvon Mullen is a career journeyman. Same thing with Mackenzie Alexander, and they even pushed the Ron Bland out there to try to see someone work. And he's too good at slot for me to even consider moving him there full time.
Facts. You might want to leave that young man development alone, in my opinion.
Exactly.
What's happening,
Like,
Choctaw Montana in the building? What's happening, sir?
Trap.
I ain't gonna lie, Ultra Cowboy. Ringo kind of surprised me. I ain't think he was gonna run that good. He ran pretty well. You know what I'm saying? So that does make you look at him a little differently. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we must address cornerback 2. You know what I'm saying? That's not even up for negotiation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, you got to, man. And when you really look around, man, like that has cost you more games than anything, bro.
Yeah.
That position has cost you more games than anything. Because it definitely cost you the Jacksonville Jaguars game. The 2 touchdowns that your boy gave up, like they were down 20-something points.
And wide receiver 2 cost you that game. Wide receiver 2 cost you that one too, because your boy what his name? Noah Brown. Why it seem like both of the Browns is like enemy number 1 on the Cowboys? Noah Brown and Anthony Brown need to get down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we talked about that too. Did you know that outside of CeeDee Lamb, no other wide receiver even crossed 600 yards?
Ain't that's criminal. We should be suing Kellen Moore right now, sir. That's another lawsuit on Kellen Moore. We know how he don't utilize nobody. Now you got everybody looking trash.
You trash
because of Kellen Moore.
Listen, let's go even further. Did you know that 2 of your top 5 receivers were not even wide receivers?
Oh, you talking about Tony and Schultz?
Tony and Schultz.
Good.
Matter of fact,
grief. Shout out to Swain with the super sticker, the $5 super sticker. I appreciate you, sir. Real talk. We appreciate that support, man. We up early Sunday morning trapping with y'all, man. But yeah.
Nah, cause look, Dalton Schultz was second on your team. He had 577 yards, and Tony Pollard was fifth on your team with 371. And that's not no real production either way. We all know that Tony Pollard didn't get that many targets or many chances to catch no balls, so there's no reason he should be top 5 of your team in anything passing wise.
You ain't lying. So what you said, Tony ranked?
He was fifth.
So who was CeeDee Lamb, then who Dalton Schultz, and then who? Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. Michael Gallup.
Bro, look, time out. We must do this. I'm sorry. This gonna be hurtful. I'm sorry. It's gonna hurt. But this must be done. How many receivers would you take over Noah Brown, man? Trap. Man, we could probably go over a list of wide receiver threes you would probably take over Noah.
About 40.
And this is your number 3 wide receiver. This is your third most productive player. Like, that's a problem, y'all. That is a problem. That is a problem. But everybody, all they see is Dak Prescott. Dak is terrible. Oh, Dak is horrible. You know what I'm saying? But this man, third best target is Noah Brown. That's ridiculous. But yeah.
But nah, when you really look around the league, dog, there's no other team handling the situation like we're handling it.
Yeah.
And I brought up the damn Philadelphia Eagles, right? They're not even a passing team.
Yeah.
They're not even a passing team. Hey, Big Bud, my cash app is here's my cash app, Big Bud. It's Henny Moore. Boom. Is right there, Big Bud. I just put it in the chat. A cash app is right there. But yeah, they're not even a passing team, and they still went out and they got Devontae Smith, one of the only wide receivers in NCAA history to win the prestigious Heisman Trophy. They brought in A.J. Brown, right, who is a guy who was a Pro Bowler where he was, who was also a first-round pick, who also had multiple 1,000-yard seasons already, right? And then they already had Dallas Goedert. They already had Quez Watkins. And listen, in Dallas, they would have just saw Quez Watkins and told him to be wide receiver too.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Coach says, Landlord Henry, my question is, how did KC address the hole last year at cornerback? At cornerback to become a top 10 defense. They coached them up. They coached some young players up. We're not opposed to coaching. We got trust in DQ and, Al Harris too. I feel like we can coach up some young players. That's why I said if we can get somebody like Joey Porter, I feel like we'll coach him up. Now, if he goes somewhere else, I can't tell you how he'll work out. But in Dallas, man, I say you give Joey Porter maybe about 4 or 5 games, and he probably gonna be almost clamps on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. We gonna get him right in Dallas. You see the phenomenal job they did with Bland. You know what I'm saying? Bland jumped on the scene hard. He came out hard like Ball and G, didn't he? Hey, that's some Southern stuff. 8Ball and MJ. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know nothing about that.
8Ball and MJG. Y'all might have not heard of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Coming out hard. Space Age Pimp. They don't know about that.
We got Queen Sport Cowboys in the building. What's happening, Miss Queen? I ain't seen you in a minute. How you been doing, man? How you been doing? But yeah, man. So I love the job they did with Bland. Now, if we look at their resume more, if we go more in depth with their resume, we probably start getting a little, concerned. Because if you look at Nation Wright, you know what I'm saying? Nation didn't become the player you would like. Kelvin Joseph didn't become the player you would like. None of those friends, little, what they call them, nomads in the biker land. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Queen. She look like she on a motorcycle. That's what made me think of that. But look, you know what I'm saying? In the nomad cornerbacks that we got in, that didn't help us out. You know what I'm saying? So you must question them to a certain degree. Is it the talent or is it the coaching in that aspect? Shout out to Coach Ma with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, Landlord Henny, you guys in the building right now to coach up. Hold on, he said, Landlord and Henny, you guys in the building right now to coach up. You saying who we need to coach up? Coach, I believe you saying who we need to coach up. We definitely need to coach up Kelvin Joseph. We definitely need to coach up Jabril Cox. You know what I'm saying? These the guys, like, even if you low on them, we need to do something with them or kick them off the team. They got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I'm the type of guy I told you. If my son ain't doing well, hey, you got to come sit by me, son. I'm taking you out. So, hey, the best man got to win. You know what I'm saying? The best man got to be on the field, sir. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no biases. When you trying to win, you trying to win. So, if you look at Jabril Cox, he definitely need to step up and be coached up. Who else? Nashawn Wright for sure. He said we got the cornerbacks now. Yeah. So you gonna you willing to give Kevin Joseph a chance then, right? Cause I kind of am. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gotta see. You know, sink or swim, barbecue or mildew. We at that point right now.
Well, you said that he need to sink or swim. He already done drowned.
I mean,
like
but
he floated in the water. They float. He floated in the water face down. They sent the lifeguard to get him. They could not resuscitate, so they sent his ass back to special teams.
Shout out to Stargaze in the building. What's happening? Star said, Landlord, we need to get rid of Al Harris. Good grief. I don't know about that. I kind of like Al. See, Al, look.
Hey, real quick. Shout out to Nathaniel Jack for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
I think that's Big Bud. Appreciate you, Big Bud. We
appreciate
you,
brother.
Trap.
This is what I want to say, though. Think about this. Okay. I love the relationship he got with Trayvon Diggs. I feel like he made Diggs, he made Diggs like stay true to himself. But I think the noise kind of got the Diggs this year, though.
He a better cover corner now because of Al.
Yeah, so you might not like what he did on some of the lower class guys, but your top guy, I think he love Al Harris. You know what I'm saying? I think he love Al Harris, Miss Star. So, I mean, look, are you willing, how can I put this? Are you willing to give those lower class shots? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I say this? I need an analogy. Okay, let me see.
Football Fever, let's hit you with a $10 one, kinfolk. He said, appreciate the content, bro. Kevin Joseph definitely needs another year. Some players develop slower. If he don't recover this year, toss him.
Yeah, like what's the harm in that? Shout out to you, Football Fever, with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. But what's the harm?
You want to know the harm?
What?
Losing out on the first seed in the NFC, because that's the game we lost because he played bad. The game that we lost against the Jacksonville Jaguars is why the Dallas Cowboys did not have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That was the game that made the Christmas game not as important. So if we had handled our business, we would have been the number one seed in the NFC. We would have automatically got to the second round, and we would have played that game at home. So yes, there's a lot of things, and I'm not going to entirely put it on him, but he was one of the main reasons why we did not win that game.
Hey, he gave up. Hold it down real quick. My mouse died. Let me get my charger for it.
Bet, go ahead, Ken. Folks. I got you. I got a motor mouth, man. I be running my mouth all the time. Tyrone Church, I love you, man. We were supposed to disagree. We are supposed to disagree and still have love for each other. That is fine. And listen, I can understand why you would come from the standpoint of it being coaching, because he is such a young player, because it's their duty as coaches to get him ready to play. So I understand, I understand what you're saying, but my pushback would be there are other guys on this roster, right, who have played better than Kelvin Joseph, right? Like if we're looking at the depth chart and we look at the other defensive backs, DeRon Bland is coached by the same people, and he came in and he was instantly a star, right? He came in, took over that slot receiver position, balled, right? Then you look at Nashawn Wright. While he was not amazing, he has developed better than Boss Man Fat has, and he was a later round pick. I could say the same thing for Izzy McQuamu. Izzy had to go out there and learn two positions. He was taking snaps at safety and taking snaps at cornerback, and he still looked better than Boss Man Fat did. So if you want to put some earnest on his development on the coaching, that's cool. But part of that is also Boss Man Fat. Part of that is also Boss Man Fat, especially when you think about the things surrounding Boss Man Fat. Jay Lewis and Boss Man battle. Yeah, I think Jay Lewis was on the way out of losing his job anyway. The Run Bland was taking snaps from that boy before he got hurt. So that's why I think Jay Lewis finna be a cap casualty right now.
I really think Ryan Bland kind of made life hard for everybody. I said this before. I believe Ryan Bland, the guy that's working way harder than everybody, and we just calm down, bro. The new guy that come to the job, that's the Ryan Bland, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he just made everybody else look worse. So
hey, Choctaw, that's because you don't know your history, kinfolk. I suggest you open up a book. The Moors from Africa controlled Europe for over 700 years. I need you to go ahead and pick up a history book. Start listening to what you read in standardized European textbooks that don't even teach African history. So God bless you, kinfolk.
Y'all on some other stuff right now.
He talk about he ain't never seen brown more, only Arabs. Well, kinfolk, when you actually go and look at the term Arab, that is such a broad thing. A lot of the places you think about as Arab are actually in Africa. So I need you to get a catharist. I need you to check a world map. I need you to understand what's going on, kinfolk.
We'll talk about that on the after hours. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stargazer Sports with the $10 super chat. She says, Diggs love all the Kellen. Hold on. Diggs love Al like Kellen loves that. Don't do that, Star. It ain't that bad yet, is it? She said, Diggs love Al like Kellen loves Dak. Our corners as a group last year had fundamental and discipline issues, and our group doesn't do better this year. I'd consider moving from Al. Okay, to be fair, you really right, because I said the same thing. I feel like our corners was overly aggressive, but I would much rather my corners be aggressive than, not aggressive. That's just me. I would rather my corners to be a little more on the aggressive side. So you right, because I said the same thing. I feel like they was way too aggressive. What game that was? We was in the beginning of the game and Trayvon Diggs bit. You know what I'm saying? Got beat on. I'm talking about this is first quarter. You know what I'm saying? Trey, what are you doing, sir? We ain't even down or nothing yet. So she right. Because I said the same thing. She is right about them. The only fundamental things I say is they was overly aggressive. But you can't take away from what he did with Bland. You can't take away, Anthony Brown had a decent year before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Brown played ball last year, too. He had a decent year last year. So all of that's Al Harris on his resume.
Yeah. And listen, I know a lot of people in the chat are talking about Emmanuel Forbes. I love him. Right. The only knock on Emmanuel Forbes is what they were concerned about his long speed, right? He went out in the draft and ran a 4.3. So concerns about his long speed should be put to rest. This man had 14 career interceptions in the NCAA. He set the NCAA record with career pick sixes. He had 6. So this man is a ball hawk, and you definitely need to put him on the other side of Trayvon Diggs.
Hold on. I love Star though. Cause Star she belong in the trap, Star. Star, you belong in the trap though. You wanna know why? Star cutthroat. She don't care nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? She cutting you up. I like that though. Cause look, this one thing. Huh?
What Star say?
She was saying, based on the super chat, she was saying hey, if that don't improve, get rid of Al Harris. You know what I'm saying? Star don't play. She gonna cut your throat. I like that though. Cause look, this the reason I like that type of ideology. For one, it keeps everybody on their P's and Q's. If you're not doing your job, you getting walked out the door. I likes that. You need accountability in a business type situation. Like if we all family, if this nepotism like the mom and pop shop the Joneses done made, if it's all family oriented, you know what I'm saying? If can't nobody get penalized, you understand? If that's the case, then you don't need this type of stuff. But if we can't do nothing about the big dogs in the front office, it's nothing that can be done. We need to be real stern on the other people. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing we can do about those guys. Like the GM and Jerry and all this stuff. We can't do nothing about it, y'all. We just can't. So when it comes down to the other people, we need to be real tight on them. Like we got to.
I agree. And listen, like you said, you need accountability, from upper management. Because, that's one of the reasons why we struggle, with personnel. There is no accountability because Jerry Jones is the damn GM.
That's my point.
I think I saw a big game James thing. Hold on, I'm gonna read this from Coach Moore. Henny was not playing one of the causes to Green Bay loss. They let him work through it. That's what you do with young players, or we will always be chasing the carrot and spending more waste money. Well,
this is
true
the thing,
too,
Coach. Appreciate you with the $10 super chat.
Trap. I don't know his numbers from the Green Bay game. I know damn well he did not give up 2 touchdowns, though. I will go back and look, though. I will go back and look and see how much of a factor he was in that loss. But yes, he had done more. He had done enough good for me to, be able to rationalize keeping him on the field. Right up at that point in Green Bay, he had like 3 or 4 interceptions already. Right.
Yeah. See, look, think about this though. What has Nation Wright done to make you say screw him? Like, I don't think he did enough bad to say screw him yet. He had a terrible preseason. He had a terrible preseason, but I don't think he's been bad enough. I just sat here and said
I think Nation Wright done played better than Boss Man Fat.
Oh, I probably didn't hear. I probably stepped out.
Yeah, I already said like I'm not just saying Boss Man Fat. It's bad because of that one thing. It's just all these other cornerbacks have developed better than he has.
That's
so
why I said it seemed like everybody else made him look way worse, probably. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Double R with the $5 super chat. He says Sunday trapping with landlord and a cup of Henny. You understand me? Hey, see, for some people who don't know, I live in Birmingham, Alabama, so. They don't even serve drinks. This the Bible Belt. They don't serve drinks on Sunday to what? Like after 12 noon. I think you can't buy alcohol nowhere. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. So I don't know. They don't do that over there where you at doing here.
In Arkansas, they used to not sell liquor at all on Sundays.
Yeah, we got a blue law. That's how it used to be. But it transitioned to like, okay, after 12 o'clock noon or something, now you can buy it. On Saturday nights, It cut off at like on Sunday at 12 o'clock. You can't buy nothing nowhere. Alabama blue law. It's crazy over here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stargazer Sports with the $9 super chat. I appreciate it. She says, I think Al and Diggs are more friends than coach to player. I like Al too, but I think the guys who have balled is more because of the work they put in, like Philbin and some of the offensive linemen progressing. That'll be a hard argument to make though, Star, because it work hand in hand. Like, how would you be able to separate the two? You see what I'm saying? That's the problem you'll have. Like, you wouldn't be able to distribute the props correctly. Like, nobody knows that but the players. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, like you'll have to go ask the guys like, how much has this coach helped you? You know what I'm saying? Because like us from our view, we wouldn't be able to determine that, I don't think, Star. So, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if you can separate the two.
Nah, I think it fits like a glove, man. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, because like if you would have to literally ask the player, and then the only way you can find out, Star, if you take one of those variables away. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to take Al away or take the player away. That's the only way you can find out. You got to take one of those variables. That's the only way that experiment will work. So, and I don't think that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Unless we see a big time plummet in the development of those players.
Agreed.
Big Bud said, I don't drink. Hey, you a real Christian. What you doing in the trap? I'm just joking, man. Y'all know.
Trap.
I don't drink much. I drink like casually, but you know, it is what it is. Weekends and stuff like that. Choctaw says store closes down in Ohio at by 8 p.m. due to crime. Liquor stores 9. Ooh, y'all's closing early, sir. Y'all closing early. But yeah, I don't think you can separate the two though, Star. Let me know what you think about that. I just think like you'll have to literally go ask the players. And more than likely a player ain't gonna drag his coach. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be a hard case to make, in my opinion.
I don't know about that. They don't got no love for him. That they'll drag him. Look how the Eagle players are doing again, and that he off the team.
Now that he off the team is the key word. Cause think about
but listen,
this.
If you can get rid of him though, then like I think the same conversation would be had.
But think about this though. You don't want to ruffle too many feathers while you on the team. Like, it's players who are not getting played just because of how they feel about the coaches and how the coaches feel about them. Real talk.
That's true, though.
If you ever been a part of a team, you know this to be true. Like, I've been a great player, and then the coach, I'm just not a super nice guy, and the coach might just not be fond of me. You know what I'm saying? You don't get as much play. So, it just depends. Joe Trenchana said, I get drunk off of milk. Good grief. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of milk you drinking, my guy?
Well, he is in Italy. They might got some special milk over there. You know what I'm saying? What kind of milk guy got over there, Joe? Shout out to Stephen White in the building. What Coach Miles said? He said, okay.
Thank you, Stephen White.
He said, young player, yeah. He said, young players going through what Bossman Fat did. I expect his play last year. A vet cornerback move will much later be made. Hold up. Much later, maybe late training camp, landlord and Henny. Yeah, I mean, first of all, like, you right, but like he shouldn't have had himself in that situation either, though. I'm one of the guys that's gonna fight for him. Like, I rap myself, you know what I'm saying? What y'all was telling me, hey, landlord, you shouldn't be rapping, you should be making content, sir. So I couldn't just say like he shouldn't be doing the things he's doing, but you do have to watch the type of people you surround yourself with, man. Like, I would like to see do he have his parents in his life? Like, is his mom and dad there? Because that's the type of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, your pops need to be letting you know, like, hey, you don't need to be around those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At least tell them, because, you know, the kids going to make their own decisions once they leave your sight. So, but you do need to lace them up with as much knowledge as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100-fold, kinfolk. Because listen, they ain't got to listen. Right, you know, kids, like you said, they make their own mistakes. Yeah. I sure in the hell didn't listen.
Me either. That's what I know. Like, we crazy thinking we were just gonna be better parents than our parents, you know.
Not work like that.
Yeah, it ain't as easy as we thought. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, you got to at least, make the effort. Like, you give them the information, and they do with it what they want to do with it. But it is your part to at least bestow that knowledge upon them.
Yeah. See, Tyrone Church said just his mom. See, that's the type of stuff that, that pops probably got to get through to you on that. You know what I'm saying? So this is no knock on, single mothers and stuff like that. But it's certain things that your pops got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real talk.
Yeah, it's just certain stuff. Certain situations mom probably never been in. So she probably wouldn't be able to relate to it. So I know you see Kevin is not with the most friendly set of guys. You know what I'm saying? So he gotta get from around those guys, in my opinion, and focus on football, man. That's what he gotta do. Cause I was one of the people that would have defended him. When people were saying, hey, he need to stop rapping and stuff, I would have been like, man, what? You need to stop doing your extracurriculum activities then. You You know what I'm saying? I would have been one of the first people to tell you, like, hey, bro, you got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell people what to do with their time. But I can't stand on the top of the mountain for you when you come out here doing stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Now I would have looked crazy. So that makes that narrative stand tall now. You know what I'm saying? That brings a lot of truth to that type of narrative. So that's the reason why he ended up leaving LSU. That's the reason why he ended up being a second round pick when he's supposed to have been a first round type talent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of those things is what got him where he is. So, Coach, like I said, I'm rooting for the young man. I want him to do well because he on this team and we put a lot of capital into him. So I want him to do well. I want him to come in here and shock everybody. But, you know, he did put himself in that type of situation as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very nefarious, Stephen White. Very nefarious, sir. You know what I'm saying? So he got to stop doing all the nefarious stuff. And, you know, we understand that he got himself in that situation. And then now he got to deal with the stuff that came with it. Now, this year, you better have a clear mind. You better have your stuff together and come out there and ball out. Coach said, no, I'm not saying that. Not on him. It is. But you best believe if the Cowboys see no signs good football work this summer, a cornerback move will be made. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. See, Coach, I ain't ready to get rid of him because I know he's still a talented player. He just gotta put it on the field. So, I say if he don't, I'll let him battle this training camp and stuff. Like, I just let him battle. He just another player. See what happens. If he can't make it through that gauntlet, what they call it, you know what I'm saying? If he can't make it through there victorious, then we probably just have to move on. We probably have to do like Sister Badu. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, sir. Yeah. Big Bud Cowboys for life. He says, I don't like it when Jerry and his cheap ass son talk our players when it's time to pay them. That's sad, bro. And that's the news. Yeah, that's sad. Look, you're not showing a sign of good faith to your people. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this, y'all. I just want y'all to think about the morale in the building. Because most people, these are professionals, so they probably won't relate another man's situation to them. But you do have to see what the behavior is of the business that you're dealing with. You got to watch that. So think about this. If you had a son playing for the Dallas Cowboys, what would you tell them to do? You'll tell them to keep their head down, stay out of trouble, work hard, you know what I'm saying? Learn as much as you can, do whatever the coaches tell you to do, right or wrong here. Like, these are the things you'll be telling your son to do. And if he did all of those things, now the team still don't want to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bad sign. Like, I don't know what to tell a player to succeed on the Cowboys if they operating this way. Like, if the player does everything you ask him to do and he excels at his position, he does everything. And now you telling me that you don't want to pay him? What do you tell? Like, when you reward players in that manner, that motivates other players. They like, man, we can't hate on Trayvon Diggs because Trey did his work. He came in, he was first in, last out kind of guy. He balled out, he had his head down, and he got his money. You can't hate on a player like that. But when you see players that do that get mistreated, how do you operate like that, Hen? How do you operate like that?
You can't. And I will say this, though. At least on the defensive side of the ball, since Dan Quinn has been here, the guys that deserve to play have played. Right? In the past, they would have forced Joseph out there on the field because they invested a second-round pick in him. No, that's why in the past, Donovan Wilson was not playing. Right, it took Dan Quinn to come in here for Donovan Wilson to even get on the field. Fact. So I will say, at least under this current coaching regime, under at least the defense, at least on the defense, the guys who have put in the work have been playing. That's why somebody like DeRon Bland, who was a 5th round pick, right, was able to work his way into the starting lineup even before Jordan Lewis, a veteran who has already been enumerated and paid, was already on the team. He was able to take snaps for him, and he right out stole the job the moment he got injured. So,
and don't Jordan Lewis got 1 year left on his deal, don't he?
Man, Jordan Lewis is probably gonna be a cap casualty. They can cut him and save $1 million.
They gonna have to do like Sister Badu.
Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
I think so. Cause look, I like Jordan Lewis, but how much I'm not willing to pay him nothing right now.
Not for a cornerback 4. Like he will be your 4th cornerback.
And okay, look, worst come to worst, you'll what? You'll move Deron Bland in the on the outside, which we don't want to do, and then you bring Jordan Lewis back. That'll be like worst come to worst. If you get washed out on all the corners or something, like, you know what I'm saying? What you think about that?
I mean, that'd still be cheaper playing Izzy at slot because he was decent at slot when he played. He's 6'5", he's athletic, right? He has range. So, Dallas Cowboys can like, I don't really see a spot because you can get younger at the cornerback 3 position regardless. You can get younger than Jordan Lewis, and Jordan Lewis is only 5'8", 5'7". They can get larger. You have a guy in the middle of the field they actually have to respect. They can't just lollipop balls out there.
Shout out to Miss Gina L. Chase in the building with us. What's happening, man? You know we got that fried bologna enough for you, man. She said, what a organ music. It is a Sunday. I should have the preaching spirit, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to holler at the Joneses because they need the spirit to move them to do some real moves, man. They need to actually dedicate some capital to these positions. They need to actually dedicate some capital to a defensive tackle. They need to actually dedicate some capital to a cornerback. We know that. We need to actually pay some free agents in free agency, man. We got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to SSL TV. He says, landlord, I mess with that hat. No cap. Hey, that's a pun right there. You mess with the hat. No cap. I've been on the upside down. Dallas True brand. I ain't familiar with that. You might need to put your boy on now. I'm a hat connoisseur.
Hey, that's been the Nucci's brand.
That's a Ben DiNucci brand? Well, he made hats.
Brand.
He made couches.
Yeah, he got hats. It's True brand. It got the Dallas, the word Dallas upside down.
Oh, I seen people rocking that. I seen people rocking that hat. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the hat. That's the hat Dak Prescott didn't be rocking. That's why they were promoting it because that's been the Nucci shit.
Oh, okay.
And that shit blew up.
And he is no longer a Cowboy. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy?
Hey, also, let me give a shout out to DC for LifeX for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, my guy.
We appreciate you in the trial, Mr. DC. Cowboys for life. DP Johnson in the building. He says, I would agree with Henny, but linebacker was pigeonholed last year. We played the 2 vets. We signed Barr, LVE, and SJ told us Clark was playing. That's why no Brillo. Oh, okay. That's why no Brillo.
He said no Jabril Cox.
Yeah.
Kinfolk, Jabril Cox did not play because Jabril Cox cannot tackle. If you listen, this man missed like 7 tackles in the preseason game. There's a reason why DeMonte Clark broke his damn back or had back surgery. I forget what it was.
Spinal fusion surgery.
Yeah. He had back surgery, rehabbed, came back, and still got on the field before he did. There's a reason behind that. And I like Cox. I like his athleticism. I like the potential, but he has to get better. He has to come along further in his development.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought Brillo was gonna be able to do something, man. But hey, it has yet to be seen. So hey, I have to hold my reservations on him. You know what I'm saying? He got to show me something. I was very excited about Jabril coming into this season. I thought he was gonna make a lot of noise. He did nothing. So
I think you might have to move the board to safety.
I can't win them all. You know what I'm saying? You don't take some L's out here.
You might have to move the board to safety.
Yeah. Let me see. Somebody said something. Yeah, J. Lou was 5'11". Yeah, he a 5'11" kind of guy. Hey, we used to call that boy Hip Pocket. Cause Miles says when Jordan Lewis is cut, the Cowboys talks with Donovan Lewis will start with his money. That's interesting, Coach. That's interesting. It shouldn't have to be that way because we know the pie is a lie. We know that. It shouldn't have to be that way, but that's the way the Cowboys operate. Jen L. Chase said, landlord, did your son win the championship? Yes, ma'am. I put the pictures on YouTube. You know, my young man is a champion. Yes, he did. Yeah, I put the pictures on YouTube. I forgot about Facebook. Y'all forgive me. I should have put it up on Facebook too, Miss Jen. I'm sorry. But yeah, I put the pictures up on YouTube, man. They walked away the champs of the 14U. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Park West in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Park West Youth Basketball Organization. Let's go. Chata says, how can he not tackle and he torn his knee because of smacked NY quarterback?
You talking about that one? Because there was one play.
Tyrone Church said he missed a lot of tackles. Yes, he did in the preseason game, though, right? But like
in the preseason game.
Okay, look though. Don't
listen. Hold up, man.
Because I know we different.
Don't you start this.
We different on this.
Sunday.
We different
I'm not
on
trying
this.
to cuss on the Sunday.
I know we are different on this subject, but okay, we gonna slightly visit it then. We gonna visit it in peace and love then. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, this is all I'm saying. If you evaluate any other player, right, you won't be judging them for one game here. You would not be judging him for one game, and he hasn't showed enough. He haven't been out there enough, in my opinion.
For the 2022 season, he has a missed tackle percentage of 20% playing on special teams. Get the hell out of here.
Shout out to Dallas Cowboys X with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Says, Henny, you're not showing live, landlord. I just now seen you were live. My notifications is showing. Yeah, Henny just jumped in, spur of the moment, man. So we appreciate him though. But we appreciate your love and support. So. Miss Gina said, I've been waiting. What you been waiting on, Miss Gina? What you been waiting on?
Like, listen, this man forget the preseason game because I can't even find the stats on that. They got this man had a missed tackle rate of 20%.
Hey,
right.
Coach Mars say he sent you a cash out too. Make sure you
Coach Mar, you sent me a cash out. You know I even looking, man. Coach Mar, thank you for the $5 donation, Ken.
Make
Sure
I
you
even show that man his proper love.
Thank you, OG Mar. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Coach one of them goats, man. I always listen. I listen to coaches now. I want to hear their perspective because we don't got it all figured out. I like to see other people's perspectives too. So he looked bad.
And Stargazer said he was hardly active. He was hardly active.
Yeah.
And that's why it's worse. Because in the limited opportunities you had, you did not play well. So why would I on a short sample size, right? You know how you have free subscriptions to stuff, like you can get a free subscription to Hulu for a month and all this other stuff before you have to pay for it. So why on his free subscription it wasn't good? Why am I supposed to re-up that and pay for it? Like it's actually going to cost me something like a game, right? It's going to cost me a game or something. He get out there and actually miss tackles, in live football action on a Sunday night.
I let him do it early in the year. That's just me. Early in the year, bro. Come on now. Look, man. Look, this is all I'm saying. I'm a hypocrite. I just be honest. I'm a hypocrite. First of all. So look, I must confess.
Hey, listen. We in the trap. We supposed to be nefarious.
You know what I'm saying? We are nefarious out here. But look, the reason I call myself a hypocrite because I just gave Stargazer Sports that credit for being cutthroat. And now I'm mad at you for being too cutthroat. Like, Hen be too cutthroat. Like, Hen is not finna tolerate no foolishness. See, when you one of them numbers guys, you don't got time for the foolishness. See, that's what I see that is. That's what it is. What's wrong with you, man? You got to get up off them numbers sometimes. Hey, shout out to Double R with the $5 super chat. Said landlord. She said, can you send to Henny cash out? No, hold up. Landlord, can you send to Henny cash? Cause no cash out. You want me to send this 5 to him? I can send it to him. It's no problem. Even though, it come to me. It come to me a month later, but, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, the super chats pay out at the end of the month.
Yeah,
It's
super
like
chat pay
all
out
the
at the end of the
revenue.
month, and you know, cash apps comes immediately. You know what I'm saying? But I got you though. I send it to him, no problem. Miss Gina says confession day in the trap, first Sunday each month. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell the truth, Miss Gina. You gotta tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? I just gave Star some props for being cutthroat, and then I just blame Henny for being cutthroat. So you know it's all good.
And Coach Marv, that is true. He said LV had the highest missed tackle rates for linebackers in 2019, 2020, and 21, but he played. I don't doubt it, but his ass don't need to play. His ass should,
Hey, but we
you added to my point. This is not a guy that's been defending LVE. This is the wrong guy to bring that up to.
But hey, so even you ain't even want late season LVE.
I want a real middle linebacker.
I just told y'all Henny real nefarious in the trap. Good grief. He don't care. Henny want everybody gone. Hey, if it take that for us to win, then so be it. I'm with you then, man. Like, whatever it takes to win, that's what we trying to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, y'all brought up LVE. Half y'all don't even like the man. Half of the fan base do not even like Leighton Van Der Esch and his bad neck. Like Leighton Van Der Esch has an uncle, like Uncle Elroy got a bad back. He got his neck like Uncle Elroy's back, man. It's toe up.
Yeah.
It's toe up.
But Coach do got a point though. Like you gotta play to miss those tackles. You gotta play to get those reps. You know what I'm saying? Look, Hen, this is what I want you to understand. Now you don't want no foolishness, but you gotta think, bro, growing pains are a thing, bro. You gotta grow through stuff. You do. You gotta grow through it. Not only go through it, you gotta grow through it. So the young players, they gonna have to have their hiccups. They gonna be a headache. But you know what? We had our headaches again with Trayvon Diggs. We had a whole year of headaches with Trayvon Diggs, right? You know what I'm saying? Look at that beautiful blossom that came out on the other end, man. You about to get me to preaching now. Look, you gotta go through it, bro. You just can't. You're not gonna get a microwave result. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that thing slow cook, man.
Listen, I am not asking. Hold up! Stop the church piano! Stop the damn church piano! Stop the damn church pianos! It is not like I'm not asking these guys to come in and play like I'm not asking them to come in and play like all pros. I'm asking them, when I let you on the field, can you at least look like a damn NFL player? That's the minimum I ask you to do. When Jabril Cox is out there arm tackling guys and missing guys by a whole foot, that do not let no damn NFL player.
Well, like, I'm gonna tell you right now.
At least Trayvon Diggs had 3 interceptions his rookie year.
But look, Trey was getting cooked, bro. This is my Bama guy. Trey was getting cooked at the beginning of his career, bro. He was. It was bad.
Did he give up 2 touchdowns in a single game? I don't think he ever did that, even in his rookie year.
He was getting smoked, though, here. Like, no lie. People was acting like Trey was trash. You know what I'm saying? That's why they still holding on to all the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because he started kind of rocket. But he was on the worst defense ever assembled. You know what I'm saying? He was on the worst defense ever assembled. You know what I'm saying? Known the man. Stargazer said, right, landlord, Jabril is an elite cover backer. You coach that you not have in the bench in workout clothes. Yeah, you got it. That's a good mold to start with, though. She right. That's a good mold to start with. Now, maybe, I don't know, like, why he can't tackle? Like, what you doing, sir? Tackling is want to, though. So tackling is want to, bro. Like, think about this. Excuse me. A lot of people be talking like they don't understand what a dog is and what's the difference of a mentality. It's plenty of other animals that's bigger than a lion in the kingdom, but the mentality makes a lion the king of the jungle. If you never watched Little League football, it be kids that's way bigger than some of these kids, but then you get a little kid that's out there taking heads off. That's mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's when you a dog. So maybe the mentality just ain't there. But we seen this man do this in LSU with no problem. So tackling is effort, Tyrone Church, and it's want to. That's what tackling is. You gotta want that smoke. And That's why I love Dono. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's a mentality, bro. Like, do you want to go make that hit? Do you want to be the first one to get that contact? You know what I'm saying? You can't be a victim when you playing defense. You got to be the aggressor. So we'll have to see.
Can I say this about Trayvon Diggs' rookie year?
Go ahead.
Looking at the raw numbers, he struggled at areas, but it's not like he was out there going out sad. He played 12 games. He was targeted 84 times. He only allowed 46 receptions, which was only a 54.8 completion percentage. He only allowed 667 yards. He allowed 5 touchdowns, but he had 3 picks. So that was not a put your ass on the bench performance.
My boy
Right.
Lamont in the building. What's happening, sir? Don't tell me you on that train, dog, man. Look, I love Marquise Bell. I got a whole video on him in the offseason, bro. I like Marquise Bell. But you got to think, bro, that's risky. And you know exactly what Dono can do. And think about this, Lamont. You're not really saving much money, sir. Like, the safety market ain't that crazy, bro. You could just pay that man. Then, like I said, you do have to show a sign of good faith to your players, man. Like, y'all gonna sit up here and just let players just be phenomenal and then screw them at the end? That's what y'all want to be? Because ain't nobody gonna want to do business with y'all after a while, man. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna want to do business with the Cowboys if they keep behaving this way. I'm gonna tell you that straight up.
If the lion is king, what is the gorilla?
Huh?
He said, if the lion is the king, I'm talking about SSL TV, what is a gorilla? This seems like this is like a brain teaser.
Yeah, it's sounds, you know what I'm saying? Cause the lion would be the gorilla though, wouldn't it? I ain't never seen. I'm not a Animal Planet guy, so you know. But they say that the lion is the king of the jungle, so you know. I'm just going off the analogy.
Right. I don't know. That's an
interesting. I'm gonna have to watch. You gonna have me watching Animal Planet, Mr. SLTV. You can't watch Animal Planet in the trap, sir. What you got going on, man?
He said slap a tender on Dono.
You supposed to be watching Snowfall and BMF in the trap, man. What you doing? You can't be watching Animal Planet. Dono was our best defender on the cool. Ooh, hey, and I'm telling you, that's not it might sound strange, but that's really not no outlandish statement. No lie. Like, if you watch film, bro, I promise you, if you watch Dono on tape, bro, you'll have a much more, like, you'll have a bigger respect for him and his game. Like, this dude he one of the smallest dudes on the field, and he coming out there ringing bells, sir. Like, you're not gonna find that easily, man. You're not gonna find that easily.
Man, look at this. Look at his numbers, man. The man had 77 solo tackles, dog, as a safety. He had 5 sacks. He was targeted 31 times, only allowed 20 receptions. Like, dude had a great season. Yeah. He had a great season. Like, listen, if he had a bigger name, he probably would have got All-Pro consideration.
He should have been, and he didn't even get the Pro Bowl, did he?
He didn't get a Pro Bowl.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's craziness. This man definitely should have been a Pro Bowler. He probably been a J. Ron got snubbed last year. Like, he probably been a Pro Bowler last year.
Yeah, man. It's like that though, because the Pro Bowl is really a popularity contest, man. Yep. Like, you don't have a big name. Like, people already don't love the safety position, or you ain't a freak. So you don't have a big name, then you know it's hard sledding for you.
Cowboys 95. You see, y'all animal lovers gonna just mess up the analogy. Y'all know we just talking analogies, you know what I'm saying? They gonna dissect the
lions don't eat, you're right. Lions live in the Sahara.
Hey,
and like
you know what
tigers
I mean,
do live
sir.
in the desert.
You know what I mean, sir.
I mean, in the jungle, whatever. But both Dono mad bigger hits than anybody. Parsons created fear on quarterbacks, and LT's Dono created fear for the ball carrier. Yeah, he was coming down laying wood, man.
Yes, he was. I looked at him and I said that boy a cobra, cause he was striking people, bro. Like, no lie. Shout out to Coach Ma with the $10 super chat. We appreciate you, sir. He says, I got a bet for you guys. Break down the preseason game that Cox played on defense, not special teams. His defensive snaps, and tell me what you see. Cox's knee was a problem in the season. I know for a fact one of them preseason games Cox balled out. But I can't see. You really got to send me the one you said he missed all them tackles because I want to see that one. Good grief. Make sure you send me that, bro. You got to send me that one.
Worry about it.
You got to send me that one because I want to see that. Yeah.
We'll take him to court. Like everybody else has been taking the court. Listen, I have no problem taking this man to trial. If I can take my quarterback to trial, I definitely would take Jabril Cox ass to trial. If he is guilty, we will execute this man.
Absolutely. We will
give him the death sentence.
You know, we unbiased in the trap here. We unbiased.
If I am wrong, I will come on. If I am wrong, I will come on here and apologize to that man and his family.
That man has a family, ain't good. That's why he ain't don't care nothing about it. Hey, see, like I said, man, he ain't a little more cutthroat than me. I don't know, cause I know how it is to be a player, man, and some of this stuff don't be their fault all the time. Yeah. Like we'll see them on the field and be like, he trash, but like I said, if you using Steph Curry in the post, bro, he's not gonna be effective, sir. Like, and then you got to think the coaches are the puppet masters. They are the ones who control these players. These players are literally chess pieces. Think about that now. They are chess pieces, and the coaches are the ones who making the moves. They are. And think about this: if the players want to freelance and do what they want to do, guess what happened? They gonna come sit by the coaches. So literally, the players be in a compromising situation, man. You got to think about it from their perspective too. If they do something other than what the coaches want them to do, they got to sit down. You know what I'm saying? So that's the compromising situation most players be in. So I take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. And listen, I know these players are young, right? They have room for improvement and room for growth. But the issue is we are too good of a team to let individual players hold us back from our ultimate goal of trying to win a championship. Yeah. That is why I do not like on-job training. That's why I was not a fan of Kellen Moore as becoming an offensive coordinator after having a cup of coffee as a damn quarterbacks coach. He had no experience, and he got to come in here and control the destinies of proven professional players. That was some bull.
You got me on that one. You got me on that one.
Same thing with the young players.
You got me on that one. I don't like on-the-job training either, but a player, I almost said a player job ain't as critical.
It's more critical.
It could be. But look, Kellen Moore controlling the whole offense, sir. He's controlling the whole 11 players. That's more critical. It got to be. Look, if one player make a mistake on a play, the play still could be successful. Real talk. It's possible that the play still could be successful now. So
it also could be, a walk-in touchdown.
It could be terrible too. It could be terrible too, though.
It could be a 60-yard touchdown. It could be a 60-yard touchdown when you're up double digits.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, look, at the very least, give these people some run. Look, tell me this, Hen, because, okay, you got me. Okay, we don't want to risk too much. But look at this. Tell me why they weren't getting run when we had all them blowouts, though.
Trap.
We had plenty of blowouts this year, bro. We blew people out.
Who we blow out?
We blew out the Colts. We blew out
We blew out no. We blew out the Colts in the fourth quarter.
Give them run in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you went up 30, once you went up by 30, I would have put somebody in.
That's what I'm saying. We need to see Jabril then. We need to see Marquise Bell then. This is when you see these type players. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see. We had more than that blowout, bro. We was smoking people too now.
I'm trying to see who we blew out the Bears. Okay, we
blew out people now. We blew out the Vikings. Like,
Minnesota,
come on now. We blew out the Vikings.
We had a couple blowouts.
Bro, come on now. Well, this is when you get to look at your young players. You know what I'm saying? You get to see your young players then. We supposed to know exactly what Jabril Cox can do in them later stages. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is against backups. We want to see what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
I can rock with that. I can rock with that train of thought.
Yeah, we supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? And DQ love to, what you say? He loved to experiment. He experimented with the cornerback situation. Why you wouldn't experiment showing us what these guys can do? And that was a mystery, bro. Jabril Cox might just be in the doghouse, bro. I just seen stuff like that. No lie. I have seen things like this, bro. And you know, I've been kind of nefarious my whole life, so I done been in the doghouse. I done been in the doghouse before, sir. So I understand, like, bro, he might have just pissed the wrong person off. It could be something just as simple as that, bro. No lie. It could be something as simple as that. They just not fond of Jabril. It can be something like that. That's why I always get a player like a benefit of the doubt to a certain degree, man. That's why I always take it with a grain of salt to a certain degree. Like I said, my perspective is always going to come from a player because that's what I was most of the time. I was a player. You know what I'm saying? But I can gauge it from another perspective, like a coaching situation. You know what I'm saying? I can, but
I am going to say this. Stargazer Sports does make a good valid point. We were the same team that put Josh Ball ass out there and took meaningful snaps. So I really can't say shit.
Hey, I'm telling you, stop me coming off the hill, sir. Stop. You know she a lawyer now. You know Stargazer is a lawyer. So you know when you argue with her, you gotta be calculated now. She coming with it now.
See, off the hip. Chest shot, headshot, execution style.
You know what I'm saying? She just smoked us right there, you know, I'm telling you now. He said pew pew, it's a 22. Shout out to Coach Ball, said Cox's knee was a problem low key and he came back too soon and it hurt his play. Yeah, I can see that though, Coach. Like I said, man, we supposed to see him much more than we did. Just like Turpin. We just told you it was blowouts. Why we weren't seeing these guys? Why we weren't seeing Jalen Tolbert? We was blowing people out, bro. Why we weren't seeing these guys?
Every blowout, I do agree with that train of thought. Every blowout, the game is secure. You should at least get a look at your young players. I can totally agree with that.
That's how it goes, bro. It goes like that in every level. It goes like that. When you got the game in hand, bro, you put your young players in. That's how it go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like in the NBA, you know, you get up 20 points in the fourth quarter. You know, you got guys out there in cleanup duty.
Yeah, that's how it goes. So why did Cavante Turpin only have one catch?
Trap.
When you look, that's what I tell you, Hen. When you start looking at this stuff logically, bro, it makes you angry. We just told you, I told you, the Cowboys should be filing a lawsuit to Kellen Moore, in my opinion. You know, he has done a lot of criminal things to this team. You know what I'm saying? He has robbed us from a lot of things. 3 years of Tony Pollard production. Who knows what that could have done? Who knows what that could have done? And to be honest,
I know what that would have done. It would have priced him out of Dallas for sure.
I think that would have got us a Super Bowl last year. I think that would have got us a Super Bowl last year, sir. If you would have only used Tony Pollard, that probably would have got us a Super Bowl last year, y'all. We should be filing a lawsuit against Kellen Moore, man. I'm telling you straight up. He robbed us of 3 years of Tony Pollard production. Who knows how valuable that would have been? He robbed us of a whole rookie season of Jalen Tolbert out of a third-round draft pick we got nothing from. He robbed us of a USFL MVP, you know. I don't know what you want to do with that, but he got one catch at the end of the year on the play that Zeke was the center. Like, what is going on? That man is a criminal. He should be jailed. Hey, what's Snitch 9 at when you need him, man? Where is Mr. 6ix9ine in the trap? Good grief. He said Dallas blackballed, there will be no Super Bowl. What you mean that Chata? What you mean, sir?
He said we blackballed.
Oh, you talking about from the Illuminati people? That what you saying? Hope not.
Hey, you didn't got Stargazer started. They talk about suing folks. She said she owned it.
Hey, yeah, we need to get the Lord. Hey, Stargazer, you need to write up. Please, look, I'll pay you for this. You need to write up a fake Kellen Moore lawsuit just so I can troll. Just so I can troll. Like, let it be one paper. Just, hey, us here from the Cowboy Nation would like to file, you know what I'm saying? Just a little fake little write-up for us, man. You know the legal terminology, man. I would very much so appreciate that. This man need to be jailed for this. Real talk. Like, I don't think y'all understand. I feel like he was responsible for us losing last year. No lie. We had the team. We had the team last year. Like, no lie. We had the team with Amari Cooper and them and stuff. Like, bro, that was on Kellen, bro. Coach Miles said Cox misses practice a lot this year and his knee was not right. But I expect better this year, but it needs to be at big nickel. Now, Cox will be a great big nickel type player, too. Star said, I'm going to do it. Hey, please, Star. That'll be so funny to me. I would be dying laughing. I promise you. This man needs to be sued. Like, no lie. Class action. I'm telling you, bro, because that man robbed us, man. Yeah, that man robbed. He really robbed us. And then, look, what it is, defamation of character on Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? You got this man, you got us looking at Amari Cooper like he won a number one. Like, what are you doing? You slandering this man's name. He's slandering this man's name and everything, man.
Choctaw said Jariah sued 31 teams and tried to get Goodell fired, so that's why Dallas is blackballed. You might have a damn point.
You might have a good idea. That sounds like a good reason to me, Choctaw. He did go straight at Roger Goodell top too. Shout out to you got us the poet in the building with us, man. We trapping on a Sunday. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Hey, Coach Miles said coaching malpractice, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I think we on something. Need to start there. We the people. You know what I'm saying? Us at Cowboy Nation.
We are America's team. The most watched. The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Man, we need to get this in motion. Hey, we gonna peel it and everything. Like, hey, y'all better we need Kelly Moore sued, sir. He owe us. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, real talk though. Cause listen, it's even like the little situational things. We probably would have still been able to win that game if he had just ran the ball on 2nd and 1 in the red zone.
Yeah.
Because in that situation, Dak Prescott does not throw an interception.
Nah, it probably was semi-traumatizing because Tony had just got hurt the play before. Maybe just run the ball, man. That's not an excuse. Just run the ball, man. It's second
man, listen,
two, bro.
Dak Prescott's leg was turned around the entire different way when he got hurt, and they still went out there and played football.
Facts.
So I don't want to hear that.
Facts.
So
they did.
I don't want to hear that.
Shout out to Michael Lockhart with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He said we definitely have punitive damages. I want my money. Absolutely, man. Hey, he just put us through PTSD, man. We traumatized over here from Mr. Kelly Moore. Hey, Stephen White said we need reparations, sir. We need financial compensation, sir. We need you to give us our money back, sir. Real talk. He said Vegas knew he was throwing games. Man, he might have been compromised, man. Kelly Moore might have been compromised, man. Him and Brett Maher, them boy were compromised, man. Vegas came and paid them a visit. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way in hell Brett Maher shouldn't be investigated.
Straight up. Hey, ain't no way a normal human being could do that terrible at their job, man. You know what I'm saying? You are a professional, sir. Like this, look, y'all. Just imagine if the only thing you had to do was get up, go to the Cowboys facility, and practice kicking the ball. You mean to tell me you gonna be that bad at kicking the ball? Look, you ain't gotta worry about work. You ain't gotta worry about children. Like he don't do none of that. All he do is kick. You got one job, sir, and he came out there that terrible, bro. You can't tell me that ain't nefarious. You can't tell me that ain't nefarious.
And then he was one of the best kickers in the National Football League in the regular season. Like there was real talk about this man probably making a Pro Bowl.
Yeah. See, yeah. We need him to be investigated. Hey, Star, write that up too, man. Write that. We need you, Star, to write that up too, man. DP Johnson said Kellen Moore had no intentions of running against San Francisco. Even the game where everyone swears TP torched San Francisco, he had like 12 carries for 70 yards. He has a track record against that team. That's a good point. You talking about a couple of years ago when we beat them, right?
Yeah.
That was in the regular season. Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, that's a good point. Now, this one thing, I heard somebody make this case, and then I'm probably finna have to get ready to wrap it up in a second, man, unfortunately. But look, I heard somebody make this case. Okay, with Kellen Moore being a former quarterback, do you feel like he was like living through Dak? Cause think about it, when we played the big time quarterbacks, it seemed like Kellen just want to throw. Think about that. And then when we played against like some of the top offensive minds, it seemed like he just want to show out. Right or wrong? These are flaws in the characteristics of your OC, of an immature OC, in my opinion. He didn't call plays like a responsible adult. We got a responsible adult in the play calling right now. You know what I'm saying? Mike McCarthy got bills to pay.
I'm gonna say it like this. Like Kellen Moore, that's all he knows though. Like when he played at Boise State, he was one of the most prolific quarterbacks in NCAA history in passing the damn ball. He comes from an air raid offense that is his comfort zone. So of course he was going to call plays like that.
Man, don't tell me Kellen was on that Jason Garrett stuff, man.
Hey,
Swain said facts. Or Kellen Moore says, you took my starting job, I'm going to make you look like trash, and then I'm out. Man, chill out. Chill out. Cause think about it, bro. We all competitors. That's one thing that's universal when it comes to players who play sports. We all competitive. And just Kellen Moore, look, he got hurt and Dak took the starting job. Kellen Moore might think in his crazy tail head that that's supposed to been him. And Dak up here thinking he got an ally when the whole time he is the enemy. Good grief. Hey, y'all remember where Jason Garrett? Now, hey, how deep y'all Cowboy fandom go? Cause we know Jason Garrett was kind of sabotaging Wade Phillips, man. Come on now. Hey, man, he started sabotaging Wade in the later stage. Real talk, and then he got his job. Man, all right. Jason Garrett just became a terrible OC for a minute just so he can get Wade Phillips out the door. You know what I'm saying? He always been a decent OC to me. Jason Garrett was.
He at the time he was Kellen Moore before Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
He was the guy they looked at as the young offensive hotshot guru, all this other mess.
Yeah.
And that it's like a cycle though, right? Because he got Wade Phillips out the way, and then truth be told, Kellen Moore got Jason Garrett out the way because they wouldn't even let Jason Garrett call the plays for his job.
Yeah. So shout out to Coach Marv with the $10 super chat. We appreciate it, sir. He says, if we truly believe that this offense we had coaching malpractice, why do we think we have so many holes? I tell you guys, the talent is in the building. Just need a little, not a lot. Yeah, I believe we got the talent. I believe we got some talent, but I do feel like it's some positions that I would like to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to put all my eggs in that one basket, coach. That's all I've been saying all offseason. Like, I believe Jalen Tolbert could take another step. He need to take a lot of steps, honestly. But I feel like Jalen Tolbert could take a step. I feel like Michael Gallup will be at least close back to his old self, back to his old nefarious ways. But my beliefs and reality might not be the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put all my eggs in that one basket. So I do want to go try to make sure I can invest in another place just for insurance, or, you know what I'm saying? I would like to make those players additional. You know what I'm saying? I would like to make healthy, rejuvenated Michael Gallup additional to what we do in free agency. I would like to make younger Jalen Tolbert, a more experienced Jalen Tolbert in the second year additional to what we do in free agency. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm viewing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be what I'm depending on, though.
I agree. And listen, I think that he's gonna be playing in a very receiver and quarterback friendly offense. If you can run in breaking routes and have any kind of quickness to you, you should be able to excel. In this West Coast offense. So I think there's a place on this roster for Jalen Tolbert. However, with that said, I still like your original idea. If they wanted to trade for Jerry Jeudy, he's there for a second. I'd take him in a heartbeat. If they wanted to bring in DJ Chark, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
because you really need two wide receivers right now, because T.Y. Hilton's not on the roster and Noah Brown is not on the roster. So there are at least two spots that you can fill in.
I think we went crazy last night on that questionable and solid. Y'all need to go back and watch that show, because we got a lot of question marks that we ain't thinking about, and like it ain't many spots that we just feeling great about, y'all. And I'm telling you, we weren't even being harsh critics. We just being logical, like unbiased. There's a lot of positions and a lot of situations that we just weren't feeling super confident in. So I think y'all need to go back and watch that. We might need to just do a show just based on that. What's up with your NW22? What's up, landlord? All I'm saying is pick up Cooks or OBJ and Bobby Wagner in free agency, and we good to go. But Cowboys won't do it. You know that. Shout out to Miss Daisy Clark in the building, man. You know Dollar Bill Jones ain't finna pay for nothing.
Shut down!
Yeah, how you doing, Miss Daisy? We appreciate you for tapping in with us.
Yeah, Miss Daisy Clark. But yeah, man, I think we had a decent show though, man. I'm finna get ready to have to wrap it up. I gotta go to the day job, unfortunately. But tell them where to find you at, man. You got something else planned for the day?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go live this evening. I got a couple things I gotta run and do, but I will be live sometime this afternoon. But just tap in with me at HTM Sports on YouTube. Go to the page, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow the channel, so I appreciate the love and support. And hey, landlord, it's always a pleasure rocking with you, my brother.
I appreciate that, man. And Coach Miles said, how many good wide receivers Philly got, landlord? They got at least two.
All of them.
They got at least two of them. Them boys some gangsters. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys some gangsters. They got one Heisman Trophy winner, and they got the other free agents that broke all the Eagles records. So, it is what it is. Shout out to you, got it. She said, hard working landlord on YouTube. Yeah, man, I be trying to do my thing, man. Hey, I said I ain't earned no vacation yet. We got to trap it out. Trap open on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate everybody love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. Let's get it.
All this money in my face. I just blew a bag.
I appreciate you coming to the trap with me, man.
Came a long way.
We got Henny in the trap, man. You know what I'm saying? He popped in, snuck through the back door, real nefarious style. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody rocking, man. Double law.
Hey, thank you, Swain, for subscribing to the channel. Much love, brother.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on both channels, man. We appreciate all the love and support. Hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.